And finally, we've got every buff possible, right? I'm at a total of 300 crit damage. Here comes the follow-up. I'm hoping to kill Argenti, which I can, and that's 200k death. Hello, internet! Look at right here. This is my mom. Today we have Jade, and she looks gorgeous. Oh gosh. But massive thanks to the official Honkai Channel team for giving us this access to the Creator Experience Survey. Which again with a disclaimer, everything you see here is based on the Creator Experience Survey, so changes may apply time to official release. But enough yapping, here we have Jade. As usual, I'll show you all the text. We got her skill here, which is pretty long. We got ultimate, we got talent here, along with some of her bonus effects with her technique as well. Like-wise, this is it with some beautiful art. Like, gosh. And here are the effects. It's a pretty crazy effect for herself, which is just the case for all banner Lightcone, right? We got a trace right. I already showed you all of these just then, but you know, here's one more time. And here we have her Eidolon information, which her E1 should be the best of value. And here were the relics and the stats. Since she's Quantum, the no-brainer one should be Genius Real Stars, followed by the Izumo set if you're running her with an erudition character. I'll explain why later, but these are the individual pieces. And yep, here we go. And from all of that, we get this stat line. You'll notice that the low crit damage is worrying, but the fact that she has this talent here, she can gain pawn asset up to 50 times, and each stacks is 2.4% crit damage. So yes, Jade can get easily 300 crit damage. I'll try and break down what she does as we play, but let's just showcase to you her best ideal scenario. We got Pure Fiction, and this will be the team. Now clearly, with the enemy being Quantum Weak, the Quantum set on Jade is just gonna go crazy. On top of that, we got erudition characters on her side, and this is Pure Fiction, so we're facing a lot of enemies, right? This is where Jade will be insane. I'll be showing you this first, and I'll show you how she performs like otherwise in say MOC, because a lot of people think she's terrible in MOC, which is not quite the truth. It'll depend, but you know what? Bear with me. I'll just show you what happens when you give Mommy Jade the best scenario. And here we go. The first thing to notice about Jade will be her technique, right? Here's how the technique works. You're gonna do this, go into battle with it, and what happens is that she will automatically gain 15 of her pawn asset buff, which is a crit damage and a tap buff based on her trace and talent. To add all that together, you get a total of 200 crit damage, enough to activate her own Leica, which needs to have 200, which is why this setup will be best. And another thing her major trace does is that it gives her 50% action advance as the battle starts. So right now I have no speed on her, but I still am nearly the fastest character to take the turn. Reason being, you want to use your E on an ally as fast as you can. The E will buff your ally with speed, which is why you see a little bit of push up here on Himeko. And it'll also grant Debt Collector. And this is what it does. Debt Collector gives you 30 speed and in exchange of a small amount of HP, which is pretty negligible. Just notice it later, yeah? Jade will do additional quantum damage for each enemy hit. And on top of that, she'll gain 1 charge for each enemy hit as well. The charger is this. On the bottom left here, it's 5 out of 8 right now. If you hit a charge right here, you'll do a follow-up attack with Jade. So if the Debt Collector ally hits 3 enemies right now, she'll gain 3 stacks of that follow-up attack stack. So right here, Jade gets 8. And there we go. Activating the follow-up attack that does 100k damage into a bunch more follow-up attacks into this Whimsicality buff that just one-shots it. Jesus Christ. And at this point in time, you'll see that Jade gets 33 pawn asset now. That is the main way that you're gonna over buff her, right? Right now she has 250 crit damage almost. She'll get stronger and stronger as more enemies come in. The way you get pawn asset, it's either if your ally with Debt Collector takes a turn, or if the enemy spawns in. And the most efficient way to get it is to just activate her follow-up attack. She'll gain 5 per time that she activates her own follow-up attack. So you want to do that as much as you can. But right now we can't do much, so let's just use a Q and let's see who you target here. We're gonna target Robin. I'm gonna let you do it one more time first. But that's perfect. I want to save Robin's up for later, but they attack Jade, so that means I get to do this. Oh my gosh. Now with Jade's ulti, you also gain stacks as well for follow attack, plus you step on people. So that's like the best animation in the entire game so far. But here comes more follow attack as well. Clearing Pure Fiction like it's nothing, man. How about that? And right now, Jade has 49 pawn assets. She's almost 300 crit damage. So currently, she's at the peak of her abilities. But upon using her ult as well, you'll notice she gained 1 more buff here. That is an enhancement buff for her follow attack, which applies 80% damage multiplier increase to herself. That's insane. And it can happen 2 times per ultimate, yeah? With the buff, the damage goes insane. Like right here, we should be able to activate it soon. And bang, that's 7 stacks right now. Everyone's dead here. I'm gonna go with Himeko's ulti right now. There should be 5 extra stacks, which Jade will take 5 stacks and spend 8 of them for this follow attack that hurts a bunch. 125k. Now clearly though, Himeko's still going. I can't even commentate. Another follow-up. Yep, there we go. That's just what happens, man. And with that, I've explained to you everything that Jade can can do. And here is where Jade truly shines against 5 enemies. You know, since she's obviously a perfection character. Let's go with Herda right now. Use our gosh dang ulti. Hopefully we can kill a couple of trees here. And bang. Land some cuckoos as well if we can. I cannot. Darn it. All good though. It was a Q to break this tree, activating Himeko's gosh dang follow attack. That is 4 stacks for Jade and activating our physicality buff as well. And now it's Jade's turn. This is my first time actually showing you this, I think. After using her ulti and a follow attack, you are now required to use only her Q. You can't use her E again. Not until the current debt collector buff ends, yeah? Which it lasts for like 3 turns, yeah? It has 2 turns left. So right now you can only use a Q, which also gains you 1 stack of follow-up attack charges per enemy hit. So right now I've got 4. If I do this, I'll have 7 total, and this is also why you want Robin in this team. I have 3 sources of consistent follow-up attack, so we get our ulti back so quickly, and we just magically get an extra turn. How good is that? Now then, what shall I do? I have debt collector on Himeko, so it makes the most sense for me to use an E right here. That'll be 3 enemies targeted. That means 8 enough for Jade for the follow attack. That's 188k into Whimsicality. The whole map disappears with 1 skill. That is what you can expect with Jade. And I've pretty much covered everything Jade does, yeah? I think I scraped by a couple things like the HP that it takes from the debt collector, which is really low. Look at this. And I also neglected the extra quantum damage she does when a debt collector ally does damage, which again is not that much at all. But what, enough yapping. I'm sure you've understand what her abilities are. From this point on, it'll be pure euphoria of watching numbers, man. Stamp on me, mommy. Here comes the step. It'll be 250, and it enhances my follow-up to 50k, into a follow-up, into another follow-up, into a Whimsicality buff. Oh my gosh, it does not end. And here comes all of the tree with their retaliation. This is actually really scary. Oh no, I think we might lose here, guys. Why do you have to debuff Himeko of all guys, man? We'll go for this. I don't know, man. This looks really scary. This will go. I think you'll all counter me, no? I might die here, no. And we are... Oh, dude, we are debuff right here, man. That's so annoying. I need you to wake up, Himeko. Yeah, I heard I just died. Oh my god. It's not over till it's over. All right, I'll give you your buff. We need this all right away or else we're dead. So come on now, Himeko. Wake the crud up. And you're... Oh, finally, you're back. We'll go in and do an ulti. It's a shame we lost Herda, but we should still have this. Boom with the ultimate. Here comes Jade as well with some massive damage. 200k for every AoE into Whimsicality buffs. And we still have our Himeko going on. Go with an E on this tree right here. We just need to break you, which should be possible with Jade. Go ahead with a Q here. We don't have enough for the ulti yet, but we triggered this follow attack, which triggers my follow attack on Jade. That means we get our ulti on Jade. We get to see her step on us again. Let's go ahead and step on them. With this, it'll be 4 enemies. That means it should be just enough to activate my final follow attack with Jade. 220k into 230k into Whimsicality into the end. How fast is that, huh? 40k points earned. I think I only spent like 2.5 cycle or less. So that is what you can expect in the most ideal world for Jade, yeah? Should really just stress perfection like it's nothing. I'm even using like a pretty risky team as well. I think had I used Ranmei this team instead, I would have just won because I would have broke them so much easier. Well, regardless, we did win without even really having to sweat, but it's kind of thanks to the help of Himeko and Herda, yeah? But to be completely honest with you, Jade will be strong in pure fiction no matter what, pretty much. As long as you have one character with Jade that can attack a bunch, you know, someone like Himeko, someone like Herda, she'll do well in any pure fiction stages. That's just what she's designed to do. But you know what? In this video, I want to answer this as well. I'm sure a lot of people are curious, but how good is Jade in Forgotten Hall? Let's find out. Now, I'll just tell you straight up, if you're fighting one single enemy, of course, Jade wouldn't be as good as someone like CeeLo, which is literally a specialist in single target attacks. But if the enemies are like, say, Argenti that summons a bunch of mobs, Jade can do more than fight even in Memory Chaos. But you'll have to swap your lineup, right? We're not using Himeko Herda this time. We're instead using Clara as our source of, you know, multiple damage instances. As long as you can have someone that attacks a bunch, which Clara has a bunch of counter attacks with the debt collector, you'll get a bunch of stacks for Jade and does a lot of damage with a follow attack, yeah? But with this setup, Izumo is no longer good since you're not using her Rare Edition characters, right? So instead, you want to use the new Duran set, or at least in her self-soda. I got a Duran set on because it's new, so yep, there we go. That's the stat now. With this set on, she'll get even more crit damage, and we're using a Vent Treat as well, so there's gonna be a lot more follow attack stacks along with Clara as well, all for Jade's Duran set to pop off. But what, enough yapping. I've explained to you how she works now. From this point onwards, we're just be pure like a global showcase, just to show you an idea on how she can work, yeah? See, in this week, we have this first wave here, which has 4 enemies, right? For Jade, that is still more than fine. This is like more than enough enemies for her to deal with. Since you already know what she does, I'm not gonna like explain too much. We'll use her E to get the debt collector for Clara, so all you guys have to do is to punch the red kid in the face and, you know, get me my free stacks. Come on now, ruin the red kid. No, not the Robin, man. Clara goes here. There's 4 enemies, so this will be my first gosh dang fall attack by Jade, and she'll slowly rack up all of her stat buffs from Duran set and from her stack pawn as well. I mean pawn asset rather. Right now I got 233 and we have 4 stacks of Mary. We're almost maxing the Duran set as well. That's pretty nice. Go and use our ulti with Clara right away. And now we have a Robin. I'm just gonna use a Q and go ahead and attack me. Yeah, boom. Clara should counter here. So boom, that's 1 counter. That's 7 stack for Jade. And you should take 1 more turn here. Boom, done. Stop bullying the Robin though, for God's sake. That's enough for Jade now. So there we go. There's a follow time, which does 50k damage. It's not crazy yet because she does not have everything up yet, including her ulti that enhances her follow attack. That's when her damage truly comes crazy. But for now, let's just go with a Q. And with Adventure and allow me to gamble. We'll just go with Jade's ulti here. Step on me, mommy. This should be decent damage. 46k so far. I missed a crit as well, dude. I'm not having the best of luck today. But now, Clara with the E, we're gonna go and use our Robin ult as well. And that activates the follow attack. 100k dealt to 3 enemies. That's not bad at all. And we almost have all our buffs now. We got 44 pod asset. We also have 5 merits as well. That means we're actually nearly 300 crit damage. Her basic will really just not do too much, but still 45k. That's surprisingly a lot. What the crud? Don't mind if I do. Let's keep going. Move an E right now. We use our ult as well. So now anyone that touches Red Kid will die. And there we go. Clara should counter right now, and we should end you with this fall attack. 200k done in memory of chaos by a Jade. How about that, huh? It's really not that bad. But now I just need Argenti to stab this Red Kid a bunch. Don't you just like punching little girls? And in this wave, Argenti has a lot of summonable enemies right here, right? We've got these swords. All of these will count towards, you know, Jade's charges, which gets me my follow-up attack. So, yep, there we go. 130k done. Now then, I'll use the Q. Now, the thing to be careful about Argenti is that his damage output is no joke. We gotta reapply the Debt Collector buff for now, though. Here comes Argenti. This will actually hurt quite a bit. We need to be ready to use Ventrine's Barrier right here. And this specific scenario is where Jade's HP draining effect might be a bit scary because we don't have a healer, right? But regardless, we should be fine. Let's break you and that'll kill you, which is nice. And now, question. Will I survive this stab? I did. Nice. Please don't attack me again. You did. Oh gosh. All right, I gotta be careful now. We'll go with Ventrine's ult first. Get my barrier pronto. And I'll buff it up with Clara. Use our E as well. That should kill the sword already. That's gonna be good for me. And now let's shield up with Ventrine. With this setup though, you don't have enough all attack to make sure you don't need to spend any skill point with Ventrine. So just make sure you do if you need to, right? And finally, we have Jade in all her glory. We've got every buff possible, right? I got merit 5 stacks from Duran set. That's 25% extra crit damage. We got 50 pawn asset as well. I'm at a total of 300 crit damage. For all of that damage against 2 enemies, how much are we doing? 44k on a follow-up attack. That is not enhanced by our ulti though, so that's why it's low. But if I do enhance it with ulti, that's 80% extra damage multiplier, so this should be where the damage starts flowing. Here comes Clara with a counter attack. Nice. That's a lot of damage actually, but we get to finally see Jade. Here we go, Jade. This is what you asked for. We'll go for the E. That's enough stacks for Jade. So here comes the enhanced follow-up attack, which does 130k. Not as impressive as I thought, eh? But hey, considering we just spent 2 cycles, we're not doing too bad at all, even in a mode that's not designed for it to shine. But let's keep on going. Use a freaking basic here into Robin's ultimate. Welcome to your funeral. We use the shield just in case. And now we play the waiting game. With this E right here, we should trigger the fall attack from Jade. And here comes the fall. I'm hoping to kill Argenti, which I can. And that's 200k dealt by Jade and MOC. Not bad at all. Here comes Argenti's second phase though. Can I beat this? I should be able to, but my Clara is dangerously low. Oh my god. But we should be fine so far. Here comes the counter. You're gonna be immune to this one hit, which is annoying, but I have enough shield for days, man. Here comes another counter. Here comes another fall attack into an ulti on Argenti. If I can kill all the mobs with Jade, this will be pretty dang easy, I believe. Here comes the damage. We counter with Clara again. Another counter for the guy in debt. Here comes another counter into another follow-up. I'm not even playing the game right now. But yeah, 230k dealt by Jade there. That's not bad at all. And here we have Clara. She is pretty healthy right now. Can you tell? Her health has the same color palette as her shirt. We'll just do a simple basic here, and I think we're still fine with Clara, I want to say. We use a Q with Ventrine, and here comes the J. We have to use an E, and I should have enough energy for my ult, so let's go and do that. That should definitely, firstly, step on me, and secondly, kill everyone on the friggin', at least one of the mobs. I can't even speak today. Here comes an extra hit. We should survive with the shield and Clara. Here comes the counter as well into friggin' the guy in debt, and there we go. 1% health left on Argenti. We have no problem so far. Done. We could have totally saved 1 cycle if we really tried, but, well, that took 4 cycles in the end. that. So you think Jade doesn't work in the MOC? That is not true. In scenarios where you know that the enemy has multiple targets, like what I just fought, Jade plus any high frequency attacking characters like say Clara or actually Blade synergizes pretty well with Jade, you know, with the HP reduction and stuff. Put them both together, face against an enemy with a lot of spawns like Argenti, you can still clear them pretty quickly. That's like a 4 cycle clear that could have been 3, yeah? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you can expect from Jade. Now, there is one team that I will be doing a showcase for later, but it is the IPC All-Stars. Believe it or not, Jade can be really good in that team if assuming you get E1. With this E1, she gets a lot more full attack chances, which is really good for her, and you can potentially just use her in place of Dr. Ratio in the IPC full attack team. I'll make a showcase of that later though. That team is so strong that you can even actually fight singular enemies without fear, but that'll be a video for another time. And that will be all for now. As a conclusion though, I think Jade is not a needed character, as it is the case with pretty much any DPS, right? You don't need DPSs, you more so need the supports and the sustain. But she is a character that I love a bunch in terms of aesthetics and the way she steps on me. But yeah, not a needed character. If you don't like her, go ahead and skip. But I'll be pulling her now. She's precious. And that'll be all for today. Comment down below any ideas you might have. I'm in the creator experience service, so if you need any information or anything you have as an idea, do feel free to comment down below. Sometimes I yoink them and do a video right out of it. And that'll be all for today. Take care.